Welcome to Arles, France in Provence. Vincent van Gogh lived here for a year and did tons of paintings all over town, and I'm going to show you some of those today. Until the people of Arles signed a petition against him and said he can't come back ever again. He checked into a hospital, which we're going to visit tomorrow, and painted more paintings there. And I'm also going to show you some Roman ruins because this town has tons of Roman ruins as well. So come on, let's go. I'm Lauren Z. Ray, a vegan traveler who travels to a new place every month, and this month is France. Subscribe for more travel tips and vegan food content.
Excited?
Yeah, this place, Arles, is like, I don't know how to describe it. It looks like it's decrepit, but it's not. That sounds negative, but it's not. It's like beautiful in its own way.
Look at your big old paws.
Oh, wow.
It's a lion. That's across the street. When there's a car.
I know. I think it owns this place. So right behind me is the tourism office, and there you can buy the combo ticket to get into all the Roman sites, which is what we just did. Our first stop is the Cloisters. These are from the 1100s, and you can tell, I love it. It's very medieval and nice. So here in the Cloisters, it's cool because you can go on the roof and see the bell tower from the church. So what do you see?
You see the cloister paths.
The cloister paths. Oh, you can see the cloisters from above. That's cool.
It's interesting that it said
Like that. So this is the square. That's the church. That's where the cloisters were. And here is the ancient Roman square where they all gathered. Now we're in the ancient Roman crypto Porticos, which is basically the foundations of old Roman buildings. We got to go down to see them. Here he goes. Also, my lens is still foggy because it's hot in here, but it's cold outside. Okay, first of all, the Romans like made their basements beautiful too. Like, I can't with this. It's gorgeous. What's really cool is down here, they have a lot of like ancient Roman pieces like on display that you can see. All right, we found our first Van Gogh. It's this painting, and supposedly it is this cafe, which I think you can kind of tell. What I love is that people built their houses right into the Roman ruins. That's definitely a vibe. I love it. I wish it was open right now. I'd take a hot bath.
Feels like it's needed.
It's definitely needed, yeah. So we just found out, and this is what it used to look like. This was the palace of the Emperor Constantine, and we're inside a portion of that in his private baths as well. So that's what it used to look like. And as you can see these domes right here, you can see one of the domes also still here, and that is so cool. You can see more houses that have used the walls of the palace to build their own house through the years. Oh, Lucas is way down there. Okay, we're stopping for lunch here at Superfood, vegetarian restaurant. It looks really good. This is amazing because this painting of Vincent van Gogh's, like, the space really looks similar to how it was when he painted it, I think. How are you liking all the Vincent van Gogh spots?
Honestly, it's so cool to be able to see the painting and then be able to look up and go, I love that.
Yeah,
so cool.
It's amazing. And how did you like lunch?
Oh, lunch was delicious. That was amazing. I love that place. Definitely go back.
So Superfood, the place we just ate, is like grab and go. So you just grab stuff from the like cabinet area. So they have like the warm and the cold. They have vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options. And we got the pizza. It was really good. And we also got the lentil bowl. Delicious. And the brownie. Mwah. Lots of vegan options in there. Delicious. Anyway, now right next to that restaurant is this place. We're just admiring Vincent van Gogh. Is it Vincent van Gogh? Is it Vincent van Gogh? Is it Vincent Gogh? Is it Vincent van Gogh? I don't know. It's pronounced obviously the Dutch way because that's where he's from. And my best attempt is Vincent van Gogh. So if you're Dutch, comment below. How'd I do? Let us know. So we made it now into the Roman theater. And this is still in pretty good condition, honestly. Obviously, I'm a fan of theater. Or maybe that's not obvious to you if you don't know, but I just did a documentary on musical theater. I'm working on it now, actually. I am obsessed. There's something about coming to a theater and you're the only one here and like seeing it and seeing the stage. Also, if you love old things, Arles is definitely a great place to come because the Roman ruins here are pretty great, I would say. Like, They're in good condition, and we haven't even went to the
Colosseum.
It's not called a Colosseum though, because that's only the one in Rome.
Right, it's called
What is it called? Yeah, Arena. That's what it's called. Maybe it's just been restored really well. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, you think? Because they still
shows here.
They still do it. Yeah, like that's a bucket list item for me now. I've just decided I would love to perform at a Roman amphitheater. I don't know what I'd perform, but it would be awesome. Bucket list item. This is my performance. Jazz dance moves.
Sold out show. Look at the crowd. Sold out performance. Front row.
When I say Lauren, you say Z-Ray. Lauren.
Z-Ray.
Lauren.
Z-Ray. You just lost all your subscribers. They're out.
I'd like to thank
Who are you thinking?
anyone who's watching this video
Aww.
for watching and being a part of the channel, and you're just lovely people, and I know exactly the people that watch every video that I put out, and I love you guys so much.
We
And anybody
do.
who's new here, I love you too. Thanks for clicking on the video and watching. It's been an epic road trip through France. There's only a little bit left of it, but it's great.
I'm gonna give a review of the show. It was okay. I don't know if it was worth admission, the cost, but yeah.
What? The cost is just your life. I think it's worth that.
Yeah.
At least. There's two types of people in this world. Those who jump on the stage and those who don't. And Lukas and I are both who do. How'd you like the stage?
It's a vibe.
Right? We are now in the arena, and Lukas is going up there. He's going way up there for the view. I bet it's epic. We made it up, and this is the view. It's so beautiful, the town from up here. It's amazing. And here is the inside of the arena. It's massive. Lukas has a question for everybody.
We are curious if you like Van Gogh paintings. Have you ever seen any in person at any museums? Are you a fan?
Comment below. We want to know. We want to hear about it. Since we've been doing all this Van Gogh stuff, we think it would be interesting to read. Combo ticket, I think, was worth it to see all the Roman ruins, but to see the Van Gogh spots, you don't need a ticket. So depending on how you want to spend your money or if you want to. But I thought the Roman stuff was cool. What do you think?
It was cool.
Yeah, and also it doesn't take long. Everything's like 3 minutes walk from each other. Like the most was 6 minutes or something. Arles is very small. Everything is walkable. Tomorrow we're gonna head to see more Van Gogh stuff. We're gonna go to the hospital that he went to after the Arlesians, as the people of Arles are called, kicked him out. Welcome to another day of adventuring to spots where Van Gogh painted. And here in Arles, they have lots of spots, as you already know. But he also did a Starry Night here, and that's where we are right now. We're going to show you where he painted Starry Night of the river and of the pier and of the Starry Night. All right, we found the plaque. Here's the painting, so you guys can get a visual. And here is the real stuff we see today. What do you think?
Wow.
We have found his apartment that he stayed in. The actual building he used to live in was destroyed in World War II, which looked like that, but this is the exact spot that this place was at. There you go. So a little bit further outside of town, not too far, like a 5-minute drive, I don't know how far the walk is a bridge that he painted. So he must have been walking around, found this inspo, so.
Oh yeah, there's the plaque over there.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, you think they use this bridge anymore, Lukas? Yeah, don't think so. So here's the painting he painted. And it's cool because he painted like a carriage and horse going over it and the people in the boats. And then this is the bridge right here.
That's so crazy how people are like so much more actively using the little river. Because you can see how many people are like getting stuff out of the boats and stuff like that. And now it's just like quietness.
I know, no one's here. That's the difference between 100 years.
Yeah, transportation changed a lot.
Yeah. So we just arrived in Saint-Remy, the Provence, which is the town that Van Gogh moved to after Arles. When the townspeople wrote the petition against him living there, he decided to check himself into a hospital nearby. So what you can do is park in town and take the 1.5 kilometers or 0.8 miles walk to the hospital from the town. You can also tell you're on the right track from these Vincent like buttons that are in the sidewalk. Okay, this is the first one that we've seen where maybe it's the painting in front because this is an actual field. But we were talking about it on the way and we think they're just trying to get you to walk because I feel like it's cool because there's like letters that he wrote his mom and his brother and his sister that you get to read about his life as you're walking towards the hospital. So you learn a lot more, but I don't think any of the paintings were actually painted in the spots of the plaques. I do think that it's correct at Arles, but here I'm questioning it. So it's up to you. Do you want to walk or do you want to park at the hospital and not have to walk? I don't know. The walk hasn't been too bad because you're warming up, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad day today. It's 54.
Yeah, it's not bad today. Oh yeah, it's 54, so that's pretty good. But I don't know. I wouldn't walk it again. And right before the hospital, we think we've seen another one that's legit because look, it's olive trees with the mountains in the background, just like the painting. So, some of them are legit, I think. And apparently it's still a working hospital. They do have a section though that's dedicated to checking out the Vincent van Gogh stuff though. So we're gonna go in and see that, but it's been a gorgeous walk actually, even in the wintertime. It's so beautiful out here. Here's Vincent with the sunflowers, and it's like etched. The sculpture is etched like he paints.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in the garden now. It is raining, but he painted so many things out here in the garden. They have like set up these big easels showing, or not easels. They have like these big plaques or paintings or anyway, of the different paintings. It's raining, oh my, of what he did here in the garden. And it's cool to be in the footsteps, you know? It's really neat. Do you know where we're on our way to?
His room?
Yes. Here it is. You can see it from out here. He wrote that note to his brother about how it was like pale green walls and just a bed and then like pale green drapes, and I think that's pretty much
what it is still.
Yeah, they recreated it pretty accurately, I'd say.
Yeah.
To that. So what did you think?
It was cool to see the bedroom and also to see all the landscapes that inspired a lot of those paintings.
And if someone's a huge Van Gogh like fan, you think this is a must?
I think you gotta come.
But if they're not a huge fan, do you think it's worth it?
I think like Orsay is worth it even if you're not a huge fan, just to see the paintings. But
yeah, at the museum in Paris.
Yeah.
But it was fun for us because we like him. So yeah, like we were saying, huge Van Gogh fan. It's a must because this is where he lived for like a year and did, 200 and some paintings. So a lot of his work is from here, and it's very close to Arles. So if you're already in Arles, 30-minute drive, check it out. First of all, we are here in Avignon. Pronunciation questionable, as always. I need to learn more French, but we're here at the Palace of the Popes. Apparently, there was a pope that was voted in that was French, and he decided to move where the popes live, the Vatican City, here to France. Italy didn't like that, so they said, no, we're getting another pope. So they had a pope. So there were two popes for a while. But the pope here in France, this is where he lived. So we're going to be touring that today. So right now we are in the hall where they discussed very important matters, like...
trying to end the 100 Years' War.
Did it end the actual 100 Years' War, though?
It doesn't say it did. They needed more popes to end the 100 Years' War. At least 5.
So these doors are 14th century, and they come from the town hall. Wow. I love olden time keys. They're so fun. The wood, though, still in great shape, really, for being 14th century. This was a roof adornment here at the palace from the 15th century. But to me, it looks like a battering ram from, Lord of the Rings. Or, Game of Thrones, but, fire would have to be, coming out of the mouth. Only makes sense, right? So as you notice so far, this palace is in ruins. They haven't really restored it. They've kept it up, of course, so that it's still standing, but you can't see what the rooms used to look like. But they give you a histopad, so you're able to see what the rooms used to look like. And I kind of like that because it leaves a little bit more to the imagination. And also, this place is huge. Whose room was this?
This was the former room of the Chamberlain, which was the Pope's financier and right-hand man.
They did not restore it. So what did it used to look like?
Used to look like these.
What's this little room?
This is where they kept all the treasures. So gold, silver, stuff like that. This is like their vault.
This part is huge. It looked like this though. But now it looks like this. This was the banqueting hall. This is where they had celebrations, religious ceremonies, you know. Not coronations. What would they call it when a pope becomes a pope?
They said it was called the crowning.
The crowning. The ceiling in this one, it goes on forever.
Typical dance of the times of the 1300s.
I don't think so.
Yep.
If you've watched any of our other vlogs, you've seen Lucas's dance moves before. They're so good. Anyway, all of the really cool rooms that have like the paint still on from the 1300s, you are allowed to film inside. So to you, this seemed like a very boring, maybe, thing to see, but actually there were some pretty epic, like 12th or 14th century rooms that still had the paint on them. And so definitely come to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cold.
It was cold. There's no air or heat. So if you're here in the summer, I don't know, maybe it's nice. I don't know. But in the winter, it's quite cold.
Whoa. Okay. They all just decided to go.
Dude, wait, what just happened?
All the birds at the same time were just like, go!
I'm so glad I got that on film. That was nuts.
I was wondering if you would.
Okay, so what's happening?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to open.
We just got to the church. Oh, the birds are at it again. We just got to the church and
The door's closed.
this is the door. So how do you get inside?
No. Nope. Don't think so.
It's
not
closed?
happening. Yeah, I guess so.
Is it?
Probably closed for the winter.
Or do we just not? Then why is this open?
I don't know.
Why is this open if this is closed?
Well, I can
You need to know the secret password.
Hello?
You don't like grab it right here?
How?
No. Right next to the palace is a church called Notre Dame, which I think translates to Our Lady in French. So there's a lot of churches called that. This is where a lot of the popes were buried. We tried to get inside, but we couldn't, as you saw. So, I don't know. On to the next thing. In typical French fashion, it took like an hour and a half to eat, of course, because each course, you know, you have to eat and then you take a long time and then you eat some more. You know, it's so
delicious.
funny. It was so good. It's so funny though because Americans are like in and out. Like we want to get in there and get out as fast as possible. And we just want to eat food. So it's kind of hard to rewrite that like cultural thing.
Vibe,
It's
yeah.
been and we've been here for like 7 weeks and we still are like, when's the next course coming?
Yeah.
But it was really good. It was really nice. Pretty much anything he could make vegan and super tasty. We got the tomato pizza tart. We got the potato stack and also a veggie curry, and it was all very delicious. Now we are headed to the bridge in town. This is an iconic bridge because apparently there's a nursery rhyme which is all about this bridge. So that's exciting. The bridge was built in the early 1100s, and in 1600s an ice flood knocked out part of the bridge and they never rebuilt it. You can get a combo ticket for the Palace of Popes and this bridge, which is what we did.
I've been so cold and I just realized
Why?
I didn't take my scarf out of the car. My scarf's in the car.
You haven't been
That
wearing
would
a
have been
scarf?
so much warmer.
Lucas, no!
It's been horrible.
Literally, this is where we just passed through. It's like a makeshift way to get out of the city's fortified walls. So funny.
Cool.
Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse tous ensemble.
Lucas Googled or YouTubed the nursery rhyme that this bridge is about, and it's a vibe.
Sur le pont.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun.
So we are on the bridge, and now you get to walk across it, which is really cool. They also have a free audio guide to tell you more about the history of this bridge. Built in the 1100s, like I told you earlier. That's all I've learned so far. Now we're on the bridge. Let's see if any of these cars wave back. Hi. Hello. Nope. Not one car waved back. I guess they're paying attention to driving. Who does that? Honestly, this bridge is very picturesque. Like walking over a river, you probably can't hear me because the cars are so loud, but it'll probably get quieter. Lucas still has a nursery rhyme in his head. I can't. You don't know any of the lyrics.
Yeah.
This is a lie.
Tons.
No.
How dare you call me
I have a chapel in this bridge that was built in after the death of Saint Benoit in 1184. That's who this bridge is named after. Gotta have a chapel to hold his relics, apparently. We're here at the end. This is where it broke off in that icy flood in 1668.
Would you dive off?
Would I dive off? No, we're way too high for me.
What about if the weather was good?
No, I'm scared. Would you dive off? You guys can't even gauge how high up we are.
How about we have them say so in the comments if they would dive off?
So Lucas wants to know, comment below the answer to this question. Would you dive off this bridge?
If the weather was good.
If the weather was good and the water was warm. Okay, it's a lot higher than you think, honestly.
It's pretty high.
Yeah, I'd say it's 60 feet. Probably.
least.
Yeah. I would not. That's my answer. Lucas?
I might.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Depends how deep the river is.
That's true.
I don't
But the
think
river
it's that
also might
deep.
take you for a ride because it's moving.
It's moving. It's grooving.
don't
We're at the
know.
end of the bridge, though. This is what the city looks like from here. How cute does the fortified city look from this bridge, though? It's so cute. You can't continue. What are you going to do? The
From
bridge
here, you
ends.
just-
What are you going to
The
do?
only possible thing to do
Yeah?
is to listen again.
Let's hear it.
Les belles dames font comme ça.
Well, hello. We are in Monaco now, and we're headed to the Monte Carlo Casino, hence the attire. I just wanted to show you my outfit. I feel like I'm giving very like Princess Di 90s vibes today.
Looks good.
Right? And Lucas is giving a very, I don't know, Rob Pattinson vibe,
I'll take it.
you know, today. But we hope you enjoyed this last vlog of our France road trip. We're headed to London now, so all the videos moving forward will be from London.
London town.
Which we're doing some amazing stuff there, like really good Christmas stuff and just fun London stuff. I have a friend coming to visit. It's going to be very exciting. So make sure to subscribe for more travel videos, more vegan food videos. We'll pick back up on those. The France road trip was a little lacking in the vegan food category, but London is great. So we'll definitely do some videos there. Like this video if you liked it. Hit the bell button next to the subscribe button so you're notified about my uploads. You don't want to miss them. It's going to be a good time. You can't film in Monte Carlo Casino, so I'm not going to bring the vlog camera. We're ending it here now. But at least you get to see our us looking stylish, which we don't always do. So it's exciting and fun. And we'll see you next video. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Au revoir. Au revoir. Bonjour.
Sur le pont d'Avignon,